Hi, my name is Michael and this is my story. Now, it all began in my last year of year 11. I started to meet a bit of friends that I knew were really good company and I kept them around. Now, in year 11, I wasn't really into anything that was too illegal, you know. We were just mostly being kids, being silly, like stealing from the shops, like having fights as young boys, nothing too serious, running up and down after girls. But then after year 11, during the summer break, this was when I really started to immerse into a bit of a gang culture with the friends I was around with. It wasn't that I joined any gangs, we just became, the group of friends I was with, we just became a bit, you know, our mindset kind of shifted. Now, the first time that I ever knew I was really ever going to get involved in this gang life was when one day I was literally just outside with my mates and a car pulled up at us. And the last thing I remember was just something so hot piercing my skin. It felt like an iron was being pressed against me. Now, after this scenario that happened, I had this sort of hate and this anger in my heart to hurt whoever did this to me and make other people feel the pain that I was feeling during this period. Now, this wasn't the only incident where I could have lost my life. I've also been stabbed 6 times, and each and every time, the anger in me got worse. And the things I started to do to other people and the things I started to get involved in got worse. I started to sell things I shouldn't sell. I started to walk around with things I shouldn't walk around with. And I really thought I was untouchable and invincible. Now, this is when my life changes, when I first came to Haringey. The way I came to Haringey was by luck. I had a friend who used to attend here, and one day he just told me, bro, come over to Haringey, like, just come for a day. And I did. And the first day I came, I met so many new friends. I made friends with people I was speaking to, and I was friends with teachers that I'd first just met as well, telling them I was a new student, lying my way through it. Haringey gave me a chance to change my life, and I do feel like I owe a certain huge part of my life to Haringey. Now, the teachers here have all helped me individually, but there's this one particular woman that I give a lot of thanks to that really stood by me in my good times and my bad times. I might have been an arsehole to her, but she still had faith in me. She knows who she is. Now, this documentary will contain stories about me, things I've done, and stories about my friends and also teachers. When I first stepped into this building, I didn't know what to expect. New people, new pressures, but also a fresh start. And looking back, I didn't just find a school. I found a place that helped me figure out who I really am. This next segment of the documentary contains stories of my friends, teachers, and also staff.
My name is Soshikofi Upson.
Now, what made you choose Haringey sixth form and how did you feel about it on your first day?
So I had left my old sixth form and basically started looking for another one. And also it was a bit odd because I was going around looking for different colleges and sixth forms and everything. But I knew I wanted to do media or something to do with photography for my future. So Haringey actually took me in and they said you started the next day. So I was like, alright, that's really fast. But my first day was quite interesting because I started off as a level 2 student and got bumped up to a level 3 within the first 2 weeks of coming here. But I would say everyone was very welcoming on my first day, and we had to do obviously introductions and stuff like that. So it was a bit like you had to do your introduction, you had to do a paper just to see if you're in the right level. But other than that, they were really supportive.
Describe a moment this year on a course where you felt most proud of yourself.
I would say we're currently doing our final major project. So for that, I would say the way I've created a short film, it's more of a fact that my short film was about me being like my childhood trauma. I guess you could say my emotional connections on my childhood and everything like that.
My name is Hassan Milano Drumev and I study media.
Now, Hassan, what made you choose Haringey Sixth Form College, and how did you find it on your first day?
To be honest, it was just, I chose it because it was the closest to me and I like being punctual, so it was really important for me to actually just be on time.
Describe a moment this year on the course where you felt most proud of yourself.
When, wow. When I got picked Rising Star of the class for work experience, it genuinely made me feel like I've actually improved and come a long way from my days from level 2 all the way to now. And I was so proud of myself because I worked really hard throughout my past few years. And it feels good to actually get recognition for the things that I've done. And it was really good for me. And it boosted my confidence a lot as well.
My name's Dan Wan. I'm art and media technician.
Nice to meet you, Dan. Now, Dan, I've got 3 questions for you. First one is, how do you feel your work supports the students or helps things run smoothly behind the scenes?
Okay, so obviously you've got the teachers that will go around and give one-to-one help to students. But in terms of myself, I need to make sure all of the equipment's working. I need to make sure that the software is running okay. I also help to troubleshoot with things like Premiere Pro and Photoshop, etc. That's more the media side of things. From the art side of things, if I don't build frames and canvases, students can't do their work. In art, it's a lot more physical, a lot of the problem solving. So I like to think that what I do is actually quite important to not just the students, but the teachers as well.
What's the best part of working in a place like this?
So firstly, the students are great. I've literally got no complaints there. I get on really well with all the students. We've got good banter. It makes every day quite pleasant. We're working with the staff. It actually feels like we're a family. If you fail at anything, you know that you've got colleagues and friends that you can rely on to help you to make things better.
Sixth form isn't just about ticking boxes or getting a qualification. It's about learning how to manage pressure, how to stay focused, how to get back up when things don't go to plan. You grow a lot, and not just on paper. Haringey has helped me with so many different opportunities, such as getting my foot into places I never thought I'd be in, building my CV, meeting a new community, and making new friends. Now, for the last 2 years, Haringey has taught me a lot. It's taught me patience, perseverance, and the ability to do more. Without Haringey, I don't know where I'd be. Now, thank you for listening to this documentary. Thank you for tuning in.